Pad here. I wanted to talk to you just a minute about Rad Pad micro resorts. Now you can leverage the existing marketing efforts of Costa Rica. Costa Rica's main income comes from marketing, and they market heavily to the United States of America. And there are a lot of people from the United States here, not excluding Europe, not excluding places like Australia, New Zealand. A lot of people from Italy over here. I know that's in Europe, but a lot of Italians, a lot of Russians, a lot of Germans, a lot of Austrians. I have seen a whole bunch of people from Israel here recently. A ton of people from Canada. But a lot of people that are buying and investing from the United States. So a flight from the United States is like not that expensive, under $500 round trip, and you can wind up being right here. So Costa Rica has done a really good job of packaging its touristic locations, its offerings. There's so many waterfalls to go to. Like this waterfall, I'm completely alone here, and you can swim and do whatever you want out here. It's about an hour hike from the road. It's about a 2 to 5 minute drive from the road. And that road connects you to the beach. 20 minutes from the beach, 30 minutes from a major city where you can do any shopping you want. Once you're at the beach, you can get to a whole bunch of other beach cities. You got Uvita, Dominicalito. That's the one I'm going to be talking about today. Dominicalito is close to Dominical. Dominical is probably one of the raddest spots in southern Costa Rica. One of the best surf breaks right out in front. It's just an amazing place. And there's a lot of investment from people in California, and especially Lake Tahoe. A lot of people from Lake Tahoe own property as rental income in Dominicalito. So back in the day, to start a resort, you'll see a lot of resorts in Costa Rica that are just kind of worn down, and you'll see a ton of them in Nicaragua. But here you'll see them, they're still active, and there's still tourists there. But quite a few of them are run down, and what Rad Pad does is we can build at a much faster rate. So we can build a 2-bedroom rental income casita in as little as 60 days. And in that 60 days, it's going to be rent ready. So all the furniture is added to it. It's all built Rad Pad style, so very low maintenance. You're not going to have problems like having to paint your Rad Pad. You know, like when you build a stucco house, you're going to have to repaint every 3 to 5 years. It's going to take away your profits. When you multiply that by 5 or 10 units, it's an expensive endeavor to keep a resort going. Where Rad Pad's basically built one time, baby, and she lasts forever. If you haven't watched the video on a Rad Pad short-term rental unit that we completed here in Costa Rica, check that out. I'll put it in the links at a existing resort called Paradise Lodge, which is right next to a waterfall called Nayaka. Nayaka waterfall is gigantic, much bigger than the one here, and it's one of the most visited waterfalls in Costa Rica. So they really leverage that tourist traffic for their overnight stays. Now, Costa Rica has a very big, it has a 4-month tourist season, and it's packed. During that time, it is hard to find a place to stay in Uvita, Dominical, and Dominicalito. So in Dominicalito, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you can get a Rad Pad, fully furnished, rent ready, ready to rock and roll in 90 days or less for $55,000 USD. Now that's bed sheet, turnkey, rent ready. That's beyond turnkey. Now, putting one of those together on a piece of property is great. Running it or outsourcing it to a property manager also great. But getting together with some friends and purchasing some property maybe a little bigger. See, buying a small piece of property is still going to be $50,000, $80,000 for a nice piece of property right next to the beach. Now, get something a little bigger, you know, with an existing structure on it, kind of a tear down, but an existing structure. But big enough to put 4 or 5, maybe even 6 Rad Pads on. Get a couple friends together and make that investment. That's about $150,000 for that property. The beautiful thing about buying something that already has a teardown on it is it already has the water rights, it has electricity, utilities, everything's ready to hook up. So now we're just doing a remodel and building Rad Pads. You know, 90 days to build a Rad Pad, but we can build a bunch of rad pads in 90 days on the same location. So you can really, like, you know, in one rainy season, be ready to operate in high season. Boom, right away. And they're rent ready. You know, we use the indoor-outdoor plastic deck. It's unbelievable. The products, check out the Rad Pad video of the fully furnished, finished, rent-ready short-term rental unit that we just finished here in Platanillo, next to the Nayaka waterfall. It's an amazing unit, and it's about to go on Airbnb, Booking.com, and be part of the Paradise Lodge, which has been here since, well, the most recent owners, they're three buddies. Same thing as what Rad Pad's doing. Three buddies came over on a vacation. They got shown this piece of property, and they wound up going home owning the Paradise Lodge. So three families bought it because they love coming here. So they use it as their vacation place, but they also rent it out, and they've grown the business. They've added 4 more vacation rental units, and now they're adding Rad Pads because Rad Pads are the right choice if you're doing it to be hassle-free and to be low maintenance and to focus on profits and give your customers an amazing experience. Rad Pad is the right decision. In Central America, we work on drainage, airflow, shade, and readily available materials. Definitely check out the Rad Pads on our website. We have 2 models available. One is $35,000, gets you a short-term rental unit. That's a 3 meter by 5 meter, completely ready to rent, like finished from permitting to here's the keys with sheets on the bed. Or we have the 2-bedroom long-term rental unit, which can also be used as short-term rental, but it's specifically designed for the long-term rental market here in Uvita, Platanillo, Dominicalito. That goes, you know, it's targeting a $700 to $1,000 monthly rental unit, and that goes for $55,000, and that's rent ready in 90 days or less. So please contact me, Tony. My WhatsApp is right there. You can call me anytime. I get reception even when I'm at beautiful waterfalls like this, which is most of the time. Rad Pads are for rad people, built radly in rad locations. Have a rad freaking day. Adios, Uvita.